Before this video gets started, I just wanted to say thank you to all channel members for supporting the channel. It truly means a lot. If you want to become a channel member, hit the link down in the description. Now, let's get on with today's video. Hey, what's going on, guys? Pineapple Sway here, and today I'm bringing you guys a Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video. And before you give me a tough time for making a clickbait title, I do apologize, but this is something that I honestly get all of the time, a question that I get asked all of the time, and just thought that I would, answer it in the best way that I know how to. A lot of people think that because in Marvel's Avengers, all of the skins, all of the items became free, and, that was a live service failure. People think that that fate will happen to Suicide Squad. Well, there's really not too much I can say about this, and there's some stuff that I can just say that is something that most people have already heard. Because obviously I know some things about Suicide Squad that I can't publicly speak about, but I also know some things that, are a lot different from Marvel's Avengers case. Like in Marvel's Avengers case, they completely lost the rights to the Avengers characters and had to lose the IP. I think it was Square Enix, they lost the IP to Marvel's Avengers, so which means, they lost the rights, they can't use them, so everything in their game has to be free, which is also what led to the game being delisted. It's because they lost their rights. We've seen this happen with other games too, like for example, Friday the 13th, they lost the rights to using Jason, so the game got no more content updates, and although they didn't make everything free, they just shut down the servers completely and delisted the game. It's really different on how companies approach it, but it's pretty common, I would say, in modern gaming. But it's a weird thing because it's really confusing. So people just assume that because Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League flopped, which is a fact, that everything should be free now. That the game should be free, the game should be delisted, the skins, items, everything, battle passes should all be free. And no, that's not exactly the case. It's because it's actually pretty simple. Rocksteady is directly under WB. Rocksteady is an in-house company for WB, so they basically have access to all the rights and whatnot, and whatever they have at their disposal, they can really do whatever and get pretty creative. And they will never really have to worry about losing the rights. However, there is an interesting possibility with this, and that is the only way that I could think of. I could be wrong on this, so people in the comment section can totally make fun of me for being wrong. But from what I think, if I'm right on this, I don't know. I could be wrong, so I'm not going to say I'm right. Is the only way I could see items in this game becoming free is if WB basically loses so much money they have to start selling assets from their company to make up for their losses. Since we all know WB is kind of in a money pit right now, and they're struggling, especially their games division, because they had their I don't even know, their leader, I guess, stepped down. The guy that was leading the games division stepped down, which in hindsight is a good thing because he was terrible at his job, no offense. But the only way I could see it is if they go completely broke and they have to start selling different pieces to their company, like maybe someone acquires the DC gaming rights to different characters, and then Rocksteady gets acquired by someone else entirely, so then therefore Rocksteady can no longer use the DC gaming character rights, something along those lines. It's the best way I can explain it. And it's kind of like that weird situation too, when I'm not sure about the exact situation and how it worked, but sort of like when AT&T had the rights to, or the gaming rights to Batman for some reason. Yes, AT&T, the phone company. Not exactly sure how it exactly worked, but it's just like one of those weird situations where, let's say like Rocksteady gets bought by like a smaller company or absorbed into another company. Like, I don't know, like let's say Microsoft buys Rocksteady for some reason. And then let's say Sony buys the gaming rights to DC characters. Like, then something along those lines, and we'll probably see everything in this game become free. But that was just my stupid hypothetical explanation. I don't even know if I'm right on that. It sounded right, but I could be entirely wrong. So, but nothing is going to become free in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The only thing I could see happening is like permanent 50% off, 80% off sales for skins and whatnot, and then with the games coming to Game Pass and PS Plus and whatnot, although I don't think it's on PS Plus anymore, but I could definitely see $5 sales reoccurring in the future just so they can drive more people to play the game. And another thing too, a big part of this game is they want you to buy the game, enjoy it long enough so then they can interest you in buying some skins. And now I feel like the skin prices are pretty reasonable because every skin now ranges between $5 and $10. Even like the premium versions of the skins that used to be $20. So I don't know. This is just all hypothetical. I could be entirely wrong, but from what I've heard, from what I know, it doesn't seem like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has any plans of making everything free. The only way that would happen is if they lose the rights, which was Marvel's Avengers case, which is why everything was free in Marvel's Avengers. Although, that was a nice gift from Marvel's Avengers. I just don't see it happening, I just don't think it will happen, because Rocksteady's an in-house company for WB. They don't have to worry about that. Same thing with server management. The servers I don't really think are going to shut down either. They can stop they can stop updating the game. They can stop, putting content updates out, but the servers will always be online and operational, because a lot of people don't know this, but Rocksteady doesn't have to pay any money to keep their servers up and operational. So therefore, in theory, they have no reason to shut them down, and that is because they're in-house with WB. And this is the same case with games like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. They run on a server basis to some extent with the online leaderboards and some other online multiplayer features. Although they don't have co-op and whatnot, they have features that somewhat involve a fully operational server from time to time. So, and that's something I can see with Suicide Squad, with the leaderboards and in the online multiplayer. So, just a thought. I don't know. Does anyone know any more about this? I think I explained it the best way I can. I don't think everything is going to become free on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League just because Rocksteady is an in-house company. So, yeah, like always, I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is Pineapple Sway, and peace out, everyone.